Hey.
Hey. Welcome to FlyDOO SpeedLIVE Cafe, TYB edition. I'm here with Leandro.
How are you, Mike?
Doing well, doing well. I can't believe what you did to me here. But we have a really awesome show coming up today. We'll get into what's going on up here, but that's much less important. Yesterday, we went and we launched the Kickstarter. It was an awesome first day. We are so thankful for everyone that contributed to the balloon. And we are actually having backer number one. His name is Corentin. He's from France, and he'll be joining us in a little bit right here on the live. So stay tuned for that because you definitely want to meet him. He is a cool kid. So
I mean, it was really launch day. You know, when preparing a campaign, Mike, you and me, we have been working quite hard for that, and it's a special day. We've hit the launch button live yesterday, and things started moving after that actually. And what I find exciting is that we got the first message submissions. The first message is from people, and it gave a lot of sense to all what we did, right? What do you think about that?
Yeah, the way I felt is that once we got the messages, it's like there's no way that we could let this project fail in any way. So that is our mission. We will fly the thank you balloon in Europe. We will fly it in the US. We had a whole bunch of just great things that happened yesterday. A ton of pilots signed up. We got backers. So we're looking to continue the momentum into the weekend.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, first week for a Kickstarter campaign is truly important. You also have the early thankers, the early bird offerings finishing. So let's jump a little bit, if you agree, before we continue. Let's jump a little bit again in the mood we had yesterday with launch. I've prepared a little surprise for you, Mike. So it's nothing.
I've never seen this before. I'm excited.
It's nothing fancy, but have a look at that, man.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. TYB, we have liftoff. Wow, nice.
Well, congratulations! Your project is live.
I love the Simon Cowell appearance at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it was good to hit this launch button. I mean,
hey, listen, I'm a big space nerd. I know you're. I mean, listen, we spend a lot of time in the space between the ground and outer space, and we definitely have a great for it. So that was fun.
It was a lot of fun, and I think I will personally remember that day for quite a long time. So let's just remember people that are watching now the live that they can comment. They can put their comments down below. We will see them live, and we can bring your questions by the end of the show, answer them. Or what's even more important, we have like a thank you message of the day, right? So if you are inspired, and everybody of us has somebody to thank, right? So put your message down below, and we will showcase this with great pleasure.
That's right. If you have someone to thank, drop it in today. But otherwise, are we gonna bring in Corentin now, or are we?
Well, I think traditionally there is something else going on now.
That's right.
So
are you?
Right?
Leandro, yeah. So you're gonna please explain to our audience, and precisely as quick as you can, or as precise as you can, what the thank you balloon is, and we want some feedback because we want to make sure that we are reaching you guys effectively. So as Leandro does his explanation of the thank you balloon, let us know how he did. Vote 1 to 10 in the comments. And
I want the countdown. Yeah, 1 to 10 in the comments. 10 is perfect, but we only expect 10s by the end of the campaign. I would not believe a 10 right now. So please be reasonable. You got a 10 yesterday, but so yeah, Mike, countdown, please. Countdown. I need the countdown for this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Just imagine you can have your own thank you message or love message printed over a hot air balloon that takes flight into the sky and spreads your thank you message, happiness, and positivity all around. This is now possible. For the first time ever, you are tuning the right channel, and you can put your thank you message on the thank you balloon. So welcome. This is the place. We just launched the Kickstarter, and you can make somebody feel super loved by supporting our campaign. How long was that?
I think that was 45 seconds. I think that was pretty good. Maybe,
Okay.
maybe even less. You know, there's something that when you say it, it's just, there's so much passion and so much, there's a lot of, the way the people from France speak, especially, is a lot of love and a lot of super and this and that, and it's great. It's great. We love it.
You're doing a mistake. This is my Italian blood, and I think you share some of that.
I have a little bit of it. I do. That's why, you know, a lot of times you won't be able to see my head because you'll have my hands in front.
Great. So I've seen some good messages of my old friends sharing our posts around, and yeah, I've been sold like somebody believing in his dream. So I like that because it's what we are doing here. I mean, this is something we are looking into as a dream, in fact. So, so Mike, we have somebody special today as a guest, right?
That's right. That's right. We have backer number one.
Yeah.
He contacted us on Instagram before it even launched. He wanted to make sure we were going and launching at the exact right time. He was making sure that he was going to be the first backer. He's from Western France. I think he's 16 years old. His name is Corentin, and we have him right here on the show.
Welcome, Corentin.
Thank you, Corentin, for being backer number one.
Backer number one. Thank you. Welcome here. How are you, Corentin?
Yes, I'm fine. And you?
Well,
all is great here. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. So Corentin, the note that was so special yesterday that you had to make sure you were backer number one for, you wrote it in French, and when you submitted it, I sent it to Leandro, and I said, I think there's something cool about this note. Can you tell me what it's about? And he told me a little bit of it, but I would love to hear it from you, what the note was about, why it was so special to you, and I know it's addressed to your grandfather, and why he was so special to you too.
Yes, this message is for my grandpa because it's a hot air balloon pilot. And I wanted to send this message to my grandfather because I think it's an original idea to thank him, and I want to thank him for introducing me to hot air balloons.
Awesome.
Man, that's really great. Corentin, would you like to read the message? I bring it up to screen and you read it in French, okay? What do you think about that? Here is it. Have a look. That's a thank you message.
Grand-père, avec toi, je fais de superbes découvertes et je passe de bons moments. Plein de bons souvenirs et de belles histoires nous rapprochent. Pour toutes ces raisons, je te décerne le titre de meilleur grand-père aérostier de l'univers. Merci grand-père, Corentin François, France.
Man, I'm getting emotional, truly. I mean, it was great, Corentin. Really great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you and and your grandfather. So
yeah.
you fly, right?
No, I don't fly, but I work with the hot air balloon.
Okay, so you're like the crew.
Yes.
So for those in the audience that don't know too much about hot air ballooning, pilots are nothing without their crew, and crew is really the backbone of ballooning because they help get the balloon up, and then when the balloon lands, well, the crew is there to bring them down safely and to make sure that they can land there as well with the landowners. So I know from a lot of balloon pilots who might be watching or who might be tuning in or thinking about getting a thank you note, thanking someone in your crew is incredible. And I know you guys do it all the time, but this would be a kind of a unique way to thank your crew as well.
Sure. So do you have maybe an episode you want to share with us that makes some fun about, or one good, yeah, you have something for us?
Yes, of course.
That's great. Please go on.
I think my best moments with my grandpa was the recovery we did during the Brissac Quincé balloons in 2018. For example, Brissac is in the west of France too. It was my first recovery, and seeing 25 balloons to take off at the same time was very magical moment. And then during the recovery, to see many hot air balloons flying was a very, very wonderful moment.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I remember my first balloon meet I went to as well. Very, very similar feeling, right? It's almost like you're in like a state of trance. Like it can't be real with all the balloons taking off around you.
Yes, it's magical.
It really is. It really is. And it's funny because your first note and our first note that was contributed as being backer number one that was contributed to the thank you balloon was thanking your grandfather, who was a balloonist. One of my first thank you notes was to Paul, who showed me how to build a hot air balloon. Paul Stump from Stump Balloons. And I think the whole sport of ballooning is really built on gratitude and built on thanks. You can't get somewhere in ballooning without having another person there to help you along the way. So I think, the ballooning community is a great place for the TYB to start. And, we're hoping to kind of spread the love that we all know that we have and the gratitude to everybody else and to the rest of the world. So that is why, Corentin, you were essential for this project, because it said, hey, you're representing the ballooning community in the right way. And I know your grandpa would be happy and glad to see this.
Sure.
Thank you.
On us now, because we need to get this balloon done now. All right.
That's right. That's right. So,
great.
So Leandro,
go on.
Yeah. So I was going to say for the next part of the show, where did you want to go?
Well, let's just remember, people, it's a SpeedLIVE, so we covered almost everything. I would just like that maybe we go over a quick call to action for our audience. So we just launched yesterday, so I guess you know what you have to do, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, spread it, share it on the socials. Corentin, backer number one, really wants to make sure that this project is getting off the ground. So he actually put the link, Kickstarter link, in his own profile. If you guys do that too, we will be at our fundraising goal in time. So yeah, share it, spread the link.
Share, and there is one more thing: people should support our campaign. And I didn't tell you that, but let me bring this to screen. Maybe I found this on some post.
Yeah.
So do you want to share with us something about that, Mike?
Yeah. So this is, if you guys were wondering what was going on, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, this is Fred. He's the fundraising pro. And unfortunately for me, he won't be cut until we reach our goal. I'm getting kind of used to it. It's like a helmet. Paul Stump, I think the other day on the social, when I posted the picture, he asked how many pencils I could put in here. So on tomorrow's live, we will see how many pencils I could fit in here. Corentin, what's your bet? How many pencils do you think?
Oh, I don't know, but I think 25 is good.
25. Okay.
We will see.
We will see. We will see. I think my record, because I had this when I was younger too. I think my record is maybe 10 or 15. 25 we'll go for them.
Well, we look for the picture on socials. So we are live. Kickstarter is live. Please, everybody, go there. Thank you very much for all the early thankers we got today to join our campaign. It was really a good start, I would say. Day one, we are around 8%. Last time I checked about our funding goal. Let's make all possible all together to make this balloon something real, everybody can see in real life. And I mean, it's something getting some importance right now. So thank you, everybody. We will tune and announce the next live show to bring you some good content and updates and possibly some more guests very soon on social. So, Mike, anything you want to add?
That's it. Thanks to everybody again for kicking this off and helping us on our way and helping the TYB get in the air. So we appreciate it. Thank you, Corentin, for your time and for jumping on here. We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Talk to you in the future, and I know you want to be a pilot in the future. So best of luck. Best of luck with that. You're in the right community. You're in the right hands.
Sure.
And we'll definitely take the conversation offline with how to, get you into a training program out there in France.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for watching. See you next time for another SpeedLIVE.
Bye.
Bye.